the meeting. Setting up your meeting. Think you're good?
Hello, Facebook. Welcome to the Parent Takeover on Seam Live. My name is Lisa Smith, and thank you all for joining us. We have a great show lined up for you tonight. But first, I would like to introduce my colleague from the Kansas City Seam team, Samoy Manda.
Hi, Lisa. Yay! I am so happy to be on with you yet again for another Facebook Live Parent Takeover.
Yes. Well, today's topic is back to school prep, essential tips, resources, and insights for parents. Our goal is to empower families with information and tools needed for a smooth transition back to school. We also have a special guest joining us tonight who will share some valuable information with parents.
Lisa, I can't believe we're already in August and preparing for the upcoming school year. All right, Lisa, I have to say it. You and I officially, we have high schoolers. I cannot believe it. We have ninth graders. This is crazy.
Yes, we do. And school
Yeah.
started yesterday for my son Samoy. His exact words was school was fun. So he's just having fun and getting ready for this freshman year. Um
Oh, that is
the
so good.
school I'm sorry, what you say?
I was just going, I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just going to say, I'm so glad he had a first good, great day, first school. Look at me and getting all tongue twisted. I'm glad he had a great first day of school.
Right, my I don't know why this happened. Hold on, I lost you. I know you probably can hear me, but I can't see you. 1 second.
Okay, no
Okay,
problems, y'all. That's
I
why
can see
we're
you.
Facebook
There
Live.
you go.
Okay,
There go your face.
there's my face. There we go. All right.
No, but I was going to tell you the school has done an amazing job in preparing the freshman students for this new chapter.
Mm.
Um, in July, they ran a Fresh Start program aimed at getting the students ready for the school year. Students learned how to use their lockers, received a tour of the school, and participated in activities and lessons.
Man, that's wonderful. What a great way to kick off the school year.
Yes, and the students attended a freshman camping retreat in New Haven, Missouri, where they spent the entire day together. They went hiking, canoeing, on a river walk, made s'mores, and participated in team building activities. He really enjoyed that experience. You know, Samoy, thanks to these efforts, the students are now familiar with each other and well prepared for the school year.
Absolutely. I bet they are. I would be well prepared for the school year if I got to do something like that. Gosh.
When do your children start school?
Woo, Lisa. Hmm. All three of my kids start school this upcoming Monday, August the 19th at 8:30 a.m. sharp. I am going to have my minivan on 2.5 wheels, no, 1.5 wheels, getting them to their school. Can you tell I'm a little bit excited for the school year? This is our time now, Lisa, to recuperate from the summer with our children. So I'm excited. They're excited. We're all excited.
Yes, I can tell.
So just a little bit, right? Just a tad bit. Goodness, I think I'm gonna just sit here in my office and decompress that first day when I drop them off. Gosh, but before we dig in, y'all, Facebook audience, please make sure you put your comments and questions in the comment section below here on Facebook. I've got my phone going on right now. We've already got one share. Someone has shared already our Facebook Live. So please, please, please come and say hello. And yeah, we're glad that you're on and that you're here with us. So let's do this, Lisa.
Yes. Well, Samoy, have you had the opportunity to read the news article about how South Florida parents are building their children's education a la carte?
Lisa, yes, I have. I'm so glad that you sent that link over to me. It has been an interesting development in education. So, in recent years, many parents in Florida have been exploring customized learning experiences for their children.
Yes, yes.
My goodness, they are utilizing education savings accounts, also known as ESAs, to choose from a variety of specialized programs and providers, ranging from, listen to this, some of the things that they can choose from: core academics to unique subjects like coding, cooking, and environmental studies, just like a menu. This personalized approach allows them to cater to their children's education interests and learning styles, fostering a more engaging and effective educational journey. Lisa, I tell you what, when I wish that they had something like this when I was growing up or you were growing up too, this would have been fantastic. Just to be able to have this availability for your kids and having a personalized and engaging educational experience tailored to our interests and learning styles would have made school so much more enjoyable. I mean, I know we had electives, but I would have loved to have something pertaining to like just nothing but arts and crafts. Like that would have been perfect. Like, yeah. So go Florida.
Absolutely. And with nearly 400,000 students benefiting from ESAs in Florida, it's clear that this school choice option is making a major impact. I wish Missouri would let us parents build our children's education a la carte.
Oops. Yeah, I know. Hold on, lost my place. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I was looking to see if there was anybody on. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, yes, 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 yes. Lisa, without a doubt, it really keeps kids on the right track to an amazing and successful school year and the experience that they have with these types of a la carte options. These personalized approaches not only make school much more enjoyable, but sets them up for an incredible success in the future. And literally at the end of the day, with all of these school choice options, Lisa, we want them to be successful in the future.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're working on it. Lisa, just imagine how much more engaged and enthusiastic they would be, kids, about learning when their education is tailored to their unique, specific interests and strengths.
And that's why parents want school choice options, Samoy.
Your favorite word. Yes, they do, Lisa. I mean, come on now. We are in the great show me state of Missouri, y'all.
Samoy, I think we should feature education news from around the country on the Parent Takeover each month.
Ah, Lisa, that's a fantastic idea. Yeah, that would be really good because sharing this powerful news with our Facebook audience is crucial. Like they need to have this education, but also strengthens our advocacy for new and improved school choice options. This could really help rally support and drive positive change in our education system. So I am definitely doing my happy dance in my chair right now. I love that idea. Yeah, Lisa, let's do it.
Yeah, this will be a fantastic addition to our program.
Yeah, Lisa, it's always exciting when we can bring new additions to our show. It keeps things fresh and engaging and adds so much value to our audience and for our audience.
Yes, it does. Okay, Facebook, as we mentioned, we want to make sure you're prepared for the upcoming school year. One of the best ways to do this is by creating a back to school checklist.
Absolutely, Lisa. I mean, I've got, as you can see, here's my back to school list. Like I've got my grocery list and the kids' uh added stuff that they need for back to school right here. Um, Having this, I find it essential to have a checklist to ensure to stay on top of everything. I mean, like it's already challenging for to do a back to school list for one kid, but with all three of my kids, it really helps me stay systematic and make sure that nothing gets missed. So yeah, back to school checklist is amazing.
MakingLemonadeBlog.com offers a free printable back to school checklist to get you organized. It includes all the supplies and tasks you will need to tackle before school starts. Be sure to mark off each item as you complete it, and you will be set for a smooth and successful start of the school year.
Lisa, when I saw this, the makinglemonadeblog.com, I went on immediately, and it is such a huge resource and to check off everything. And literally, after I printed it out and got things ready, I did go make me a fresh picture of lemonade. That's my, there's my little corny joke for the Facebook Live audience. Okay, we're just like a little hyped up. I promise you, yeah, I haven't had any sugar. But one helpful thing that I have noticed is that retailers like Target and Walmart, they do provide printed back to school lists when you first enter the store. So just grab one of those. I know they do it here in our area. Just pick up one of those back to school lists, and they go by district and school, and it's everything that you need for the upcoming school year.
That's great. You know, having a back to school supply list at the stores makes it so much easier for parents to get everything needed for the school year.
Yes, it's definitely a must have and a lifesaver when shopping.
Yes. Samoy, I've been thinking about how inflation might be making it harder for some parents to afford school supplies this school year.
Lisa, yes, inflation is definitely making it harder, so much harder for families.
And that's why a back to school bash can be really helpful for parents. They often provide free supplies and resources that can ease financial burdens.
Absolutely. I love it. I love a good back to school bash.
Yes. So, Athenia Healthcare will host two back to school events for the community. These events will feature free school supplies, health screening, school physicals and immunizations, Medicaid assistance, and community resources. The next event will be held on August 17th at 4414 North Florissant, and on Saturday, August 31st at 3396 Pershall Road in Ferguson. This is an excellent way for parents to get ready for the school year and save money, Samoy.
Lisa, you got that right. We're making sure our Facebook Live parents and families have tons of amazing resources to kick off the school year on a high note. And that being said, I'm thrilled to share two exciting back to school bash events for the Kansas City families in surrounding areas. The first one is happening this Friday, August the 16th, from 6:30 to 8:30 at Lee Summit Community Church at 1440 Southwest Jefferson Street in Lee Summit. You won't want to miss this. So, even though there's no registration required and while supplies last, students have to be present to receive supplies and backpacks. Anyone with children K through 12 are invited to attend. They're going to have, like I said, free school supplies, backpacks, free kids haircuts, and so much more. The other event is happening on that same day, and I am calling all the dads in the Kansas City area. You're invited to Blocks, Brothers Liberating Our Communities Back to School Bash, a focus on fatherhood and families. This wonderful event will be happening this Friday, August the 16th from 4 to 9 p.m. at the MCC ATSI campus on 2944 Truce Avenue in Kansas City, Missouri. This year's event will feature activities and discussions centered around the importance of fathers in our communities. Student supplies, teacher supplies, and dad supplies will be giveaways for attendees. connect with other dads, share experiences, and learn valuable insights on fatherhood. Although this event is free to attend, they are asking that you RSVP for this amazing event. And in the chat box is the link that will be provided for all of you wonderful dads in the Kansas City and surrounding areas to sign up for. So y'all don't want to miss those two great events. And one more thing, also, if anyone watching or you know of some great events and resources happening around the great Show Me State of Missouri, y'all, please, please, please leave them below in the comments section.
Wow, those were some great resources for the community in KC, Samoy.
Yes, it is. I mean, we're making sure KC and STL got it going on.
Yes. Okay. So the St. Louis Public Library is hosting a back to school bash on Monday, August 26th from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at 4234 North Grand. Come out and celebrate the start of a new school year with some treats, activities, and fun.
Yes, St. Louis families, come out and celebrate.
Samoy, I came across a free online tutoring program that I think could be really beneficial for families.
Wow, that sounds interesting, Lisa. How does that work? How does that work?
The St. Louis County Library offers a free online tutoring program that connects students in grades K through 12th with live private teachers in a safe and secure online classroom where they can access academic tutoring, homework help, and test prep assistance.
Wow, that is super duper awesome, Lisa.
Yes, and students can connect with live educators between 2 p.m. and 11 p.m. You must have a library card to access this service. Samoy, this is a great opportunity for students to get the extra support they need to succeed academically this school year.
Wow, Lisa, that is an incredible resource for families in the St. Louis area. That being said, calling all Kansas City families, if you're like me, some of the school assignments that these kids come home with are literally daunting and just a bit scary. I remember Hannah, she was asking me to help her with her 8th grade last year, her 8th grade math assignment. And I literally felt like I was doing freshman or sophomore college math. It was crazy. So that's why I am so thrilled to share an exciting resource for students offered by the Kansas City Public Library. The Kansas City Public Library offers tutoring through Brain Fuse's Help Now service. Library card holders. So please, if you don't have one, please sign up for a free Kansas City library card. Students can connect with live tutors and coaches from 2 to 11 p.m. for sessions such as online homework help, writing assistance, collaboration tools, interview tips, and resume building. I mean, wow, we will definitely be on there.
Samoy, libraries truly play a vital role in supporting and enhancing our communities.
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, Facebook, it's time for our special guest.
Yeah.
I would like to introduce Max Victor, the head of the school at the Christian Fellowship School in Columbia. Max described himself as a visionary leader with a passion for innovation, culture, and meaningful learning. Max, thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey,
Thank you,
Lisa. Hey, Samoy. Thank you for having me. It's so great to be with you all tonight. I saw you found my LinkedIn profile. I'll describe myself as a servant. I've been in education my entire career. And, I even when I served in the Chicago public schools, which I'm a product of, even in that setting, I was involved in school choice because I was working in magnet schools. Currently, I'm the principal over here at Christian Fellowship in Columbia. I'm right between you guys, smack dab in the middle. We're starting school tomorrow morning. We're gonna have 500 babies rushing in here, babies from the age of 3 to 18. But they're all coming in tomorrow, all 500 of them. We're really looking forward to starting out. another great school year here at Christian Fellowship in Columbia.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes. Max, what can parents do to help students get back into school mindset?
Sure. So parents have a really significant role in preparing their students for getting back to school. We all know what happens in the summer. They get into the summer mindset, and sometimes they need our help to get them back in that school mindset. First thing I would say you have to do is talk to your students and get them prepared. Discuss the opportunity that they have in front of them regardless of the educational setting, whether your child is in public school, private school, homeschool, or any alternative education program, they have a great opportunity in front of them, and you need to remind them. I always like to encourage parents to set goals with their students. What's your goal for this year? Just talking about that gets their mind and their heart ready. Speaking of mind and heart, you want to prepare them emotionally. Hey, we're going back to school. I bring it up several times. Prepare their brains. Got to make sure that the rhythms in the household are set up for success. Prepare their bodies. And I like to make sure in your home things move around in the summer. Do you have that study space, that dedicated area for your student to do their work and to prepare for the next day? That's so important, having that set aside. So those are just some things I talk about. Samoy, I love what you mentioned earlier, that back to school checklist. I'm going to try that with my kids. I love that. That's a great idea.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like I was just writing, Max, some of the things that you talked about. Like those are great ways to kick off the new school year. Yeah. So, Max, that being said, what do you think are some effective strategies or tips you can recommend for parents to help their children readjust to a consistent sleep schedule as they prepare to return to school? Especially like for my oldest daughter, she's been going to bed literally like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Are there specific routines or practices that can make this transition smoother for both parents and kids?
Oh yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, Samoy. For us, we got really little kids, and so for us, that bedtime routine is just crucial. But I would say, like I said earlier, consider the rhythm of your home life. And I would even start as early as the afternoon, because if you're trying to address going to bed at 2 a.m., at 1 a.m., you've already that ship has sailed. I would say it starts in the afternoon. It starts at dinner time, and it starts with whatever activities you all have planned. As parents, we need to be considerate of that and understand that we need to prioritize. School is coming up. So I would say by having their consistent routines in the afternoons, I encourage families to have dinner together if they're able. I know sometimes schedules don't allow, but even just doing anything together, even if there's a time that you said you have an older, your daughter, sitting and talking, just hanging out, but having that at a set routine, because if you do something like that 7, 8 o'clock, it can lead right into a healthy bedtime. And then as adults, we need to model that, because I think it's easy for me to stay up late work. I'm a principal. I'm pulled in a lot of different directions. But I want to show to my family, hey, this is important for my body, my mind, my soul. I need to rest. And so I'm actually going to close that laptop and I'm going to start my bed routine. Grown-ups have bedtime routines too. So I model that. That's the other thing I'll share. And I mentioned closing that laptop. We need to model as well the screen time, especially if you have, teens in the household. I think the screen time is going to be your biggest obstacle for getting into that healthy bedtime rhythm. So I would definitely encourage parents to set clear boundaries and help them understand, a lot of school districts, you might not be able to use that device, and it's definitely going to keep you up at night. They're distracted. They've got their friends talking to them. They're watching YouTube or whatever, but even just the physical screen time on their eyes, it's stimulating them, and it's going to make it harder to fall asleep.
Yes, yes. I
Oh, wow.
start
Goodness. Okay. Wow.
transitioning my
Thank you
son
so much.
July 1st back to
Wow.
the school routine schedule. It's time to start going to sleep early. But
That's right.
Max, how important is parent involvement in the school?
I think parent involvement is extremely important. I like to describe it as a partnership. But when I talk to parents, I tell them we're partners together. We're not here to become the parent. The school, we have our role, and the
Yes.
parents have their role, but we're working together. And we have unique things that we bring to complement each other. But I encourage parents, if they're able, to be involved, to know what's going on, and to make yourself available if you're able. And I know not every family is able to contribute that, but if you are, please ask your teacher, ask the administration what you can do. It's like a community investment. If the whole community is invested, the students are gonna experience success because they know that every party is looking out for them. You know the saying, it takes a village. And so don't leave those teachers by themselves. We want the parents to be involved in a productive way. And the best place to start, I would say, is send a note to the school office. Find out, do they have a PTA? Find out, does the school have any programs to help other families? Maybe your kids, maybe you're on this Facebook show and you're well prepared because you're here tonight, you're hearing some good advice, but what other families can use that help? So find out if they're having a back to school bash, how can you help? I would encourage parents to get involved and pay it forward to some of the other families within your school community. And together we can create a much better place for our children.
Wow. Max, those are really helpful insights. So helpful. Can I change the topic for just a minute, though?
Sure.
We've been celebrating the passage of Senate Bill 727, which greatly expanded the Most Scholars program. How has Most Scholars impacted Christian Fellowship School?
Yeah, Most Scholars has affected us in a great way. Our school is one of the top participants in the Most Scholars program, one of the largest participants, I should say, within our EAO. So of the different organizations, yeah, that's a wonderful celebration for us. Of the 6 organizations that are, distributing the monies for the program, the one we're partnered with, we're one of the largest participating schools. We have over 30 students that are recipients. Out of the 500, that's a pretty large number. And so the way it's impacted our school is in a number of ways. First of all, it's the opportunity for that family. It's a life trajectory. We believe in what we're doing here. And so we're happy to share that with a family that may not have had access. Additionally, it's bringing diversity into our school in a way that may not have been possible previously in a private school setting, just because of the realities of the world we live in. It's opening the door and access for communities, which is awesome because, we're a faith-based school. We like to see, we want our student population to resemble what it's going to look like in heaven. So we're glad that this is opening the door for families who otherwise wouldn't be able to participate. I participated myself in this Senate Bill 727 to get it expanded. And when I went down to the Capitol in Jefferson City, what I shared there to testify, I spoke about our refugee populations. I spoke about our immigrant students who, this is what a great opportunity for them to have access to the education that we're providing that otherwise they wouldn't have been able to. And you know what? By having this opportunity for those families, it releases our school, our affiliate church to help more families who maybe aren't participants, because we have a large charitable mission as well to provide our own scholarships, but we're limited in what we can do. So this Most Scholars program, it's been a real blessing to our school community, and I would say to all of Columbia, Missouri.
Wow. Wow, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yes. Max, how many Most Scholar students do you have enrolled at the school?
Yeah, currently we have, I believe, 31 students that are Most Scholars recipients. And, you have to remember that money, it belongs to the student, which is, I love the way the law is written, because sometimes, families can transition school to school. I believe they should be able to use that money. There should be a variety of ways that they could utilize those funds, whether it's we have families that have a Most Scholars student in our school. Their other Most Scholars recipient is homeschooling, because that's what fits better for that child. And so within our school community more broadly, there's probably more families that are benefiting, but specifically it is a celebration for us. We're really proud to have over 30 students enrolled in our program that are Most Scholars participants.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome, Max. I hope your school receives additional Mo Scholar students, providing more children the opportunity to receive a high quality education.
I hope so too,
Yes.
Lisa. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely, Max. Like y'all are doing such a just a great thing there at your school. So we're definitely rooting for y'all.
Yes. Well, Max, thank you for joining our Facebook Live Parent Takeover and sharing your valuable insights with us. Your tips are helpful for parents this school year.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It's my pleasure. Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
so
me.
much, Max.
Okay, Samoy, like I always say, it's always a pleasure doing Facebook Live with you. You there?
I'm here. I start to
Okay.
get teary-eyed.
Right, this go by so quick.
So
But
quick.
today we provided our audience with resources and information on how to prepare for the upcoming school year. I hope
Mhm.
we have inspired others to join SEAM and advocate for Missouri students to have access to a better education. Let's keep spreading the word and making a difference together.
Lisa, yes, as always, I am absolutely thrilled and giddy. I get so excited when we do our Facebook Lives together. Tonight's show has been fantastic. Wow, the information that Max gave us was amazing. And it's left me more excited more than ever for the upcoming school year. The
Mhm.
energy, enthusiasm we share really gets me motivated and ready to tackle all the challenges and adventures that lie ahead. I can't wait to see what this school year has in store for our families and to continue sharing amazing resources and events with everyone.
Yes. Okay. It's a wrap. Thank you all from joining us live, or if you're watching this in the future online, don't forget to check out our websites, seamteam.org and showmeschooloptions.org. Please like us, follow us, and share our videos from all 4 of our social media platforms, which are Children's Education Alliance of Missouri, Facebook, and LinkedIn. The Seam Team on Instagram and at Seam Team on X. Make sure you follow some of the links in the comment section and get involved. Thank you all and good night.
Good night, everyone.